Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Uh, as you see by the title, another tough day for me. Honestly, there is no worse day in day trading than getting stocked out and then going and then trade goes or the market goes into your take profit. That's what happened to me like 2 days in a row. It sucks, but that's also trading. That is why I have 55, 60% win rate. I can't really uh, influence when those losses will come up, or would they be one after another back to back, or split with some wins. Uh, Positive thing is that I know that next trade I win will 99% erase these 2 3 losses that I took past 2 days. The toughest, honestly, thing to accept for me is that I'm again back to level zero with my funded account. At the start of the week, I hope that I will pass the account this week and start trading on my real account next week. But unfortunately for me, that didn't happen, as you see. Some bad decisions led that way, and as I said, I'm back to level zero with that account. So again, I need to make another 5%, not full 5%. It's like 4.6%, but still I can make that over good trades, two good trades, and I'm done. So I had 2 losing days back to back. As I said, it's tough and definitely a tough way to end this week going into the weekend. As I said yesterday, I will not be trading tomorrow because we have Pavel speaking like 2 hours after market open. So I expect that price will probably be choppy, or even if it is good, I don't know. I can't know, and we have also NFP, so probability tomorrow is very low for me. I don't want to risk going into drawdown going into next week for no reason. I'm also emotionally and mentally in a bad headspace right now because of these past 2 days that happened. We had one good day this week. 2 days ago, it was awesome, making $2,800 and practically losing it all today and yesterday. Not all. I'm still green on this week, but still, it could have been so much better. And as I said, I could have passed yesterday if I didn't make some mistakes. Today, I wouldn't say I made many mistakes. I mean, I did made a mistake, and because of that mistake, I honestly brought another decision into my trading. So I will start with that one. Considering that I took this trade on NQ, uh, I will quit for now at least trading NQ. Uh, the reason behind that is I will show you right now with my stats. So if we go and compare NQ and yes, I got 39% win rate on NQ and 64% win rate on ES. So I had 5 consecutive losses on NQ and only 2 on ES. That's like maximum. And on NQ I had 2 consecutive wins when on ES I had 4. Also, overall, I'm negative 200 euros on the NQ, and I have almost 20k in profit with ES. So yeah, also average winning trade on NQ is much less than on ES. So and as you can see, 64% win rate on ES. That's what I'm aiming for, to be around 65% win rate. That is what my goal. So as of today, I decided to quit trading NQ for at least some time. Like ES is right now giving me so much better price action and everything. In my eyes, NQ is full of manipulations, and I was part in one of those manipulations today, unfortunately. That's why I got stopped out. There was a great trade on ES. I will go over it, uh, but I couldn't take it because of the some rules, unfortunately. So let's make a trade recap of this trade. Coming into market open, we were obviously very close to Asia low, and I thought that we will take it out instantly when we got market open, and I had bearish bias because we have new day opening gap. We have like uh, high time frame SMT where London high on NQ took out the Asia high, but on ES that didn't happen, so we had higher time frame SMT. Overall, 1 hour was extremely bearish in my opinion, and if there were any longs today, the only take profit I could have take is London high, and then we have this huge imbalance that, and I don't know where to put my take profit. So I wanted to see shorts. I saw shorts. Unfortunately, I didn't profit on these shorts. So let me go first over the trade on NQ. As you can see, this is the SMT I was talking about, and let's see. Market opens, and straight ahead we push and sweep this 1 hour high. After that, we don't close over that high even on the 5 minute. We are reacting down. We inverse this 5 minute fair value gap. We have this push upside. Keep in mind we still have this 5 minute fair value gap. I was like, probably we can get some maybe alongs with the way market is moving right now, because we can still respect this. And also we had this 15-minute fair value gap which was respected at that time. So we had this push, and after this rejection, it was clear to me that we are going bearish. What was the main problem? We had high impact news at 10 a.m. So I wanted to trade, to wait for my trade and trade after news, because honestly I thought news would make much greater impact on the market, and overall in my some past experience when I trade before some high impact news on which are at 10 a.m. I usually lose. Today I would win, and news didn't make much movement on the market. It was this candle right here, didn't really matter that much. So basically the trade I saw was this. As you can see, we inverse this 5 minute fair value gap. We had this 5 minute retracement. My stop loss would be right here. We inverse this 1 minute fair value gap right here. We make this 1 minute fair value gap right here. Entry in the fair value gap. Stop loss above this wick right here. No need for this one, because if we go above this, we will go above this also. So no needing to cut risk to reward any more than it already is. And basically what I was aiming for was this low. That would be my first partial, which you can see is by 2.46 risk to reward, which is great first partial. And after that, I would just aim for Asia low, which is 3.76% risk to reward on this trade. As you can see, if I took this trade, I would win with zero drawdown. Uh, I'm so sorry that I didn't take this trade, but as I said, I wanted to wait for the news at 10 a.m. That's the main reason why I didn't actually take this trade. Uh, After this, you can see that we respected just the order flow perfectly. It was very nice. News came out here, pushed lower, came back here, closed around here, inverse this fair value gap. Maybe could have taken this inverse fair value gap retrace. I honestly didn't see that until now. Put my stop loss above here. No need to go higher. I would still have great risk to reward, even better on this trade. But I don't really like to use inverse fair value gaps for my entries. It's like the last resort. If I don't have any else confluence, like I prefer using fair value gap. As you can see, every trade I took since I started this trade recaps when was 1 minute fair value gap. Uh, it went to the take profit. Naturally, I knew that NQ will follow ES, and NQ was lagging index because we had that SMT where NQ made higher high. And I was like, okay, there is not good, no good opportunity anymore after news for DS, because if I take this, for example, if I take this fair value gap right here, what I get from, what do I get from the risk to reward? I don't even get 1 to 2 if I put my stop loss above here. And we already took out this low, and that's the possibility of us reacting some higher. So that would be the stupid trade. Instead, I go to NQ. Uh, the thing here was NQ still respected this 5-minute fair value gap, but I waited for it to invalidate it. It did invalidate it. We still had this. But I thought, okay, at that time, as you can see, ES was already pushing below this 5-minute fair value gap. So I thought, okay, we are for sure bearish on the day, and then Q will naturally follow. Yes, we had also 15-minute fair value gap. Uh, I believe if it did disrespect on this candle when I was still in the trade, it would go straight to my take profit. Unfortunately for me, it didn't. So basically, you can see we push, have this retrace, push out of the fair value gap, and we push through it. After that, we push into this 5-minute fair value order block, I'm sorry, and inverse fair value gap. We leave this 5-minute fair value gap, but I thought, like, as you can see, ESLs is already took out this low, taking out Asia low. Why would NQ, when ES took everything out, why would NQ go and retrace there when it's so close to drawn liquidity? Keep in mind, I didn't target Asia low on NQ, I targeted this 1 hour low because it was too similar of the risk to reward, and it was stupid in my eyes to take like partial here and then go here. There was no point for like extra $100. I wanted to close fully out here. On 1 minute, I see this 1 minute fair value gap after news. To be honest, uh, that probably should have been my entry because we already did disrespect this 5-minute fair value gap right there. That should have been my entry, but it wasn't. I wasn't so sure, and the risk to reward wasn't that great in this trade either. Like, okay, if I put my stop loss right here, I have like 3.23 risk to reward, but at the time I wanted my stop loss to be right here, so it would be 2 risk to reward, which is also okay. It was good risk to reward, and looking back, that is the mistake that cost me today of my profitable trade, honestly. If I did that, I would win, as you can see. Even if I put my stop loss here, like I would make 2%, and then again, I would be 3% up on the phase 2 account, needing only to make another 1 to 2 trade next week, and that would be much easier for me. But I decided not to take that trade. I wasn't so sure about that trade. I wanted to wait. When I saw this fair value gap, this huge reaction down, I was like, okay, I'm getting in on this fair value gap, put my stop loss above the third candle that created this fair value gap. We also had this 1 minute order block right here and everything, and I thought, okay, I enter the trade and I see this push, and I'm like, great, we are continuing, and I will make back a loss from yesterday because the risk to reward on this trade was 2.3. Actually, I should have made around 2.6 as I recall on my MetaTrader. After this candle closed like this with this wick, that's when I realized I was probably fucked because I saw, okay, we're still respecting this 5-minute fair value gap, and we will probably respect this 15-minute fair value gap, and I was like, why? And basically it stopped me out like 2 minutes after that. The positive thing about my losses is they are very quick. They're like 2-3 minutes long usually. I don't wait for my stop loss to get hit really long when it should get hit. So that's the positive thing. I don't really have to wait a long time. But yeah, another losing day. I lost 0.98% and I am up 0.6% on this week. So basically, not this week actually, it's only 0.3%, but 0.6% on the month. Uh, I have this 0.3% profit on my phase 2 account, which is practically zero. As I said, I've gone back to start. So yeah, I don't know if I will be able to make it to next week to like trade any quality. As you can see, we have two trades right here, and I lost three trades in a row in past 2 days. So as you can see here, by these stats, my next trade should be win, and I certainly hope so, because it was tough 2 days for me, honestly. It's not pleasant feeling at all. I will backtest over the weekend because I always backtest over the weekends. Uh, I don't know. I think the biggest thing that is bothering me right now is actually that challenge, because I want to pass it already and go and make payout, because I passed my account last month with one of one, and if there weren't any stupid rules with them, and if they were the proper firm like they should be, I would already have two payouts done. But unfortunately for me, I passed the account and can do, I mean, I can trade on it, but I don't have anything from that because they have 10% consistency rule. Like, or it's not impossible to get a payout, but you need to trade a lot. And in my eyes, it just, it's not worth it, because I can be making much more money on other prop firms, which is my goal after all, because I'm doing everything to quit my job as soon as possible, of course, and build my personal account through those payouts and everything. And of course, after 3 years of day trading on demos, practically, I want to taste what what it is like to actually earn money with this skill, because I did invest so much time in it, and as you can see, for this year at least, I mean, I acquired the skill. Obviously, I have positive win rate. I have, and look, the thing here is like I have big risk to reward, obviously, and that's why I have a lower win rate than some other traders. But still, with 54% win rate, I'm 21.51% in profit on this year. Uh, that's actually insane to me. Like, and it was made over across the 2 months. Like, what did I make this month? $600 in profit. If I go to February, you can see 9.85% profit. March 11.32%. So I made 20% in 2 months. That's insane. It's like 20k on 100k account and 40k on 200k account, which is wow. Uh, January was tough also. As you can see, it wasn't my best month. It was break-even month pretty much. The thing I noticed also, since March, I was taking a lot more trades than in February. It wasn't that bad in March, honestly. I still ended up 11.32%, and I'm continuing to take a lot of trades in April, which will I try to fix, honestly, because yeah, I could have had great winning trade on ES today, but in reality, that winning day, I just should have stay out of markets today because the price action wasn't the best, and it wasn't really clear for me that where will market go. So yeah, uh, again, as I said, there is a pressure, no pressure from anyone or anything, like, but my mental pressure that I need to pass this account as soon as possible, because I'm at phase 2. I need to only make 5%. If I passed phase 1, I can obviously make those 5% again, and I passed phase 1 and phase 2 on funding, on one of one funding, which is also 8% on the first phase and 5% on the second phase. So obviously I can do it, and the only positive thing I took from that one of one funding was actually that I can pass the challenge. And after that, I was like, okay, because I passed the account at the start of the March, like first day, and I'm like, finally, I passed the account, and I go into the Discord and the site, and I see a 10% consistency rule, and I was like angry. The other day, I literally bought on the same evening I passed the account. I bought the funding pips 100k account and started it the other day. So yeah, it's been a month on this challenge right now. I passed phase one, almost passed phase two in 1 month also, but I will pass it. I hope so next week, even if it is not next week, the other week, within this month for sure. I would say. Uh, it shouldn't take me even longer than 1 week. This week was bad mentally, realistically speaking, from the beginning. Like Monday wasn't the best day. Tuesday it was okay, banger trades and everything. Uh, Tuesday, I need more days like Tuesdays when I, with clear head, where I go into the market and see what is happening. I understand the price action and what price action wants. Those are the best days for me, and I almost win every time on those days. But I'm losing like when I'm rushing like this, like yesterday, for example, where I want to something so fast and quick, and I'm rushing, not really keeping the track of the higher time frame. What can possibly happen there? Today, in my opinion, yes, there was my fault that I lost, but in the other hand, it's unlucky because yeah, it did stop me out, but it could have also went straight from that to my take profit in 2 to 3 minutes. So yeah, I didn't see that. I already saw that that market can move really quick. But yeah, today will be no trading day today for me. Weekend I backtest, enjoy some formula and chill out, reset my mental, coming back on Monday. As I said, next week will probably be tough because we have no news Monday, no news Tuesday. On Wednesday we have FOMC, which I mean it will probably keep these 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, from moving smoothly. In my opinion, I will still try to trade, but be very careful. Then Tuesday we have CPI. I will definitely not be trading on Tuesday. And then on Friday we have PPI and consumer sentiment. I will be watching out for price action definitely, but it can be good or it can be bad. It's like really 50-50 day. So next week will definitely be tough, and I would prefer if I passed my account this week. I could have, but I didn't, unfortunately. The week after is pretty much clean with less news. That's not always good because you have less volatility also. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said in previous videos, if you want to see some other content other than trade recaps on this channel, feel free to type in comments. If I can make it, I will. Also, if you want to join me on my journey, I'll leave the subscribe, like this video, share with like-minded people, and I will see you next week after the long weekend and relaxing honestly and reflecting mentally. So yeah, wish me luck next week, and I hope that I will pass this account next week.